Right, hello there, fellow cyclists. Just want to go through my bike setup, all three bikes that I have, when I got them, why I got them, and why you don't probably need anything else other than these three types of bikes in your stable. Right, I'll start off with the first bike, the time trial bike, which seems a bit odd, but I'll just explain why that's my first bike. Can you believe it? This is actually my first bike. I bought this in, I think it was 2013. Really, I was just fascinated with cycling from a really early age. I saw this bike on a Wiggle channel on YouTube with Chris Boardman at the time, and it just, I just loved it. I just dream about having this bike. And just doing racing. At the time I was running, I was a very keen runner. I was doing nationals and stuff, so I was pretty quick, and I thought I'll save up for this bike and I'll get it. And here it is. It still looks as good as it did on the day I bought it. I have changed it a lot. This is like the base model of the ATT 9.0. In my opinion, it is the best frame. It's just a bit more sleek and less rounded off than the newer ones. So this is my favourite time trial bike ever. So I've updated the handlebars, Carbon Vision handlebars from Planet X. Bought the wheels off with Stanley Bikes all that time ago. It's got carbon wheels, as I said, tubulars, SRAM red, got a SRAM Rival rear trailer, and the original SRAM Rival front trailer. Still yet to change that. At some point I'll find on second hand, because they're quite easy to get now and not too expensive. But yeah, this is a great bike. I've done lots and lots of racing on it, and it's a very quick bike. So it's a really weird bike to have from the get-go. I used to ride around in literally swimming trunks and trainers. I didn't even have speed play pedals, which are usually in there. So yeah, back to basics all that time ago. Maybe I'll explain the story a bit more in detail at some point. And then the second bike came along. Well, the other thing actually quickly just to add in, I don't actually usually use that chain ring. I actually use a compact chain ring on my time trial bike, because then I'm sort of almost used to it, because all my other bikes have compact chain rings. So there you are. Right, the next bike, the Planet X RC58. I bought this also back in, I think, when I was in secondary school, so I think it's 2013 or 2014, something like that. It's actually been a great bike. It's really light. I think it's like 7.2 kilos. Really good group set. No disc brakes, rim brakes for the win. Try to convince me any different. I just think it's a great setup. I like the old school feel. Yeah, it's lightweight, it's responsive, it's a smooth bike. It's a great training bike. I think I've done over like 15,000 miles in all on this bike over that time. I've had a couple little problems, so I've had to run the cable myself on the outside of the frame. It broke up inside the frame. I didn't actually know about it. It could have actually happened when it was being made by the manufacturer. But anyway, I came to a service, and I went to put the cable in, and the cable just did not go in. It wouldn't even go halfway down the tube and out the other end. So that was my solution, was to rivet some clips from Amazon to the frame and just run the cable down. And then boom, look, it still works even now. So that's a good top tip, that is. I might actually do a video on that, showing you how to do it, because I'm sure that's a common thing to happen on these bikes. So this is my main bike. I use this daily. It's so good for training. To be honest, I would like better gears at the back. I like to at least have a 28 on the back. On my other bike there's a 33 or a 34, can't really remember. No, a 32, that's it, 32. There's quite a lot of climbs where I live, so you've got to have easy gear and you've got to spin up those climbs. Otherwise you're just dead out your legs and you're rubbish. So that's just the way I like to ride. On to the next bike. So this is my third bike I got. I actually bought this from China. I did this as a bit of a project for hill climbs. It's got the heavier wheels on it at the moment. I usually have the carbon ones on, but the back wheel broke, so I just got this cheap set just to ride around on. Yeah, it's a really nice bike. It's fairly stiff. I think it cost me, I think it was like £1,000 including the wheels, the carbon wheels, plus the group set that I bought from over here in the UK. So yeah, I'll just talk you through it. It's got SRAM Red, like my other bikes. SRAM Red rear derailleur, just a normal cassette at the back. That's not SRAM Red because that's on my other bike over there. I'm not actually using this at the moment because this here, the bolts are spinning round and the front derailleur was literally just dancing around when I was riding and it wouldn't change gear, so I've got to repair that because I've got a race coming up soon. Make a mental note of it. Also Speedplay. I have Speedplay on all my bikes, but they're currently on my Watt bike, which is a whole nother video. Got Planet X lightweight brakes on this bike and on that bike, forgot to mention. They are great bikes. Great bikes, I mean great brakes. They're lightweight, cheap as well. I don't know if you can still get them on Planet X, but I actually got these second hand and they've practically never been used, so that is a steal. If you do find them, buy them. I only think I only paid £50 for the set and the titanium bolts or whatever. Super lightweight, and it's a rip-off from a really expensive Italian brand. Everyone actually comments how nice this bike is. I don't know if you can see the carbon weave in it. I bought it from Yolio, a Chinese manufacturer. Got in contact with I think it was like the factory manager. It was a bit of a shady way to do it. I didn't even know if I was going to get the bike or not. So I took a bit of a risk, bit of a gamble. That's before Yolio was quite a big name and loads of people knew about it. But yeah, definitely check them up on Facebook. They've got a group there. And I think the majority of people who buy their bikes from there are pretty happy. Would also like to mention a sort of downside of this bike, I would say, is the seat post. It just needs to be a round one. I don't like these seat posts. My time trial bike's got it, but it doesn't seem as bad. It's almost like it's got a better clamping setup at the back, but this has a tendency to slide down, and remember, you can't obviously do them up silly tight because they will just break. I just feel like this needs to be a better design. So yeah, bit of a weird way and how to start off in the cycling world, but there it is. I've sort of done it in the reverse. Like an amazing bike at the start, and and then got all these other bikes later on. So hopefully that gives you some sort of detail or some sort of idea on what bikes I have. Just let me know what bikes you have. If you've got the same bike, let me know if you had any problems. I'll be interested to know. Right, thanks for watching. It's ended up to be quite a long video. 10 minutes long. I'll see you in the next one. You'll probably see me talking a bit about myself and about the cycling. Perfect. Nice one, guys. Thanks for watching Cycling Gains. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon.